Today, we're trying to crack the code on one single trait that, honestly, seems to be the bedrock of pretty much every major achievement you can think of: consistency. It's that one thing that separates the dream from the reality. So let's really dig in and figure out what it takes.
Oh man, I think we've all been here, right? You get that massive burst of energy, you tell yourself, okay, that's it, this time is different. You're finally gonna learn that skill, you're gonna hit the gym, you're gonna start that side project, and then, poof. A week or two later, you're right back at square one.
And here's the part that really stings. It's not just about the goal you didn't hit or the time you feel like you wasted. Every single time we break a promise to ourselves, it's like a little crack in our foundation. It chips away at our self-trust. You slowly start to believe your own excuses. So let's talk about how to break that cycle for good.
Okay, so the first big idea we have to get our heads around is why consistency is the undisputed champion. See, success isn't usually born from some giant heroic moment. Nope. It's built in the quiet, day-after-day repetition of small actions that nobody else even sees.
Just look at this comparison. It's super simple. You've got two people. Who do you think is in better shape after 6 months? The person who crushes a 4-hour workout one day a week, or the person who just shows up for 30 minutes every single day? It's not even a contest. It's the consistent one. It's not about being a superhero. It's about just refusing to hit zero.
It really does just boil down to this. The people who win aren't always the ones who are feeling pumped up and inspired. They're the ones who show up when it's boring, when they're tired, and when they would literally rather be doing anything else.
And that leads us perfectly into our second point, choosing discipline over motivation. This is all about the internal mindset shift. It's built on a pretty simple truth. If you wait until you feel like doing it, you're probably going to be waiting a long time.
You know, we're always told to find your motivation, but motivation is a feeling. It's like the weather. It's fickle. It comes and goes. Discipline, on the other hand, that's a commitment. That's like the sun. It shows up every morning whether you're in the mood for it or not.
Here's a powerful way to think about it. Does a soldier wake up in the morning and ask, do I feel motivated to train today? No way. They train because it's their duty. It's their mission. It's simply what they do. And that is a powerful mindset to adopt for your own goals. It's a duty to yourself, not just a whim.
And you know, there's another mental trap that stops us dead in our tracks: perfectionism. That voice that says, wait for the perfect time, wait till you have a better plan. But perfectionism is just a fancy word for fear. It's your brain trying to protect you because, hey, if you never start, you can never fail, right? But you can never succeed either.
And I think this just says it all. You don't become great and then start. You start, and that is how you become great. That first messy, imperfect step creates momentum, and momentum changes everything. So the goal isn't to be perfect. The goal is just to start, right now, with what you've got.
Okay, so once we've got the mindset right, we need an external framework to support it. This brings us to a huge idea. Systems will always beat willpower. See, successful people don't just have more grit. They build systems that make being consistent almost effortless.
So many of us think the answer is just to push harder, but willpower is a finite resource. It's literally like your phone battery. You wake up with 100%, and every decision you make all day just drains it. By the end of the day, you're running on fumes. You can't rely on that day in and day out.
So instead of relying on willpower, you build a system. The coffee machine is the perfect example. By setting it up the night before, you've removed the morning debate. The system made the decision for you. It's automatic. You don't have to ask, should I make coffee? It's already done.
And a huge part of a good system is setting ridiculously achievable targets. Look at the difference. A goal like study for 5 hours a day is so intimidating your brain just wants to shut down. But a target like study for 25 minutes, that feels easy, winnable. And that's how you build a winning streak, one tiny victory at a time.
And that brings us to our final section. This is where we see what happens when you take those small daily actions and you add the secret ingredient, time. This, my friends, is where the real magic happens.
It's a universal law called the compound effect. And the idea is that small, smart choices, when repeated consistently, create outrageously huge results down the line. For a long time, it looks like nothing is happening. And then, one day, it seems to just explode.
To really get this, let's use a super simple image. Just picture one single raindrop falling from the sky. By itself, it's basically nothing. It's insignificant. You'd never look at one raindrop and think it could accomplish anything meaningful.
But what happens when that action is repeated again and again and again for hours and hours?
That collection of totally insignificant raindrops can fill a bucket, a barrel, a lake. It can overflow any container. Now here's the key. No single raindrop was responsible for that. It was the power of consistent repetition that did the job. And that is exactly how success works.
So you've got to stop asking what's the biggest, most impressive thing I can do, and start asking what's the smallest possible action I can repeat every single day without fail. Because I'm telling you, the smallest daily habit is infinitely more powerful than the grandest intention you only act on once.
When it's all said and done, it comes down to a choice between two different kinds of pain. There's the short-term pain of discipline, of just getting started, which maybe lasts 5 minutes. And then there's the long-term, heavy pain of regret, which can last a lifetime.
So, there you have it. The code is out in the open. The choice is yours. Look, the time is going to pass anyway. The only real question left is, what is your one small action? What is that one little raindrop you're going to commit to starting right now?